Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Diamond Dragon Lady. My name is Ariel, and this is your tarot and astrology reading for April 2024. I hope you are doing well, Capricorn. It is always wonderful to be in your energy. I am also a Capricorn as well, so I especially love reading for my fellow goats out there. Hope you are doing great. So Capricorn, I am a tarot reader and I'm also an astrologer. We're mostly going to focus on the tarot and the card reading in this session. But if you're interested in getting even deeper into the astrology, I will have a separate link at the end of this video. We'll touch on it in this reading, but I'm going to get, even more into that in the separate read where I just talk about nothing but the pure astrology of the month. So if you get a chance, I do ask that you hit that subscribe and like button on the way in or out. That helps me greatly with getting my channel built up and getting this pushed out more into the YouTube algorithm. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to do some oracle and we're going to get some main keywords, some main themes and elements for you, Capricorn. So let's see what we've got with your major theme this month. Spirit, show us Capricorn, please. And we have diligence. So Capricorn, I can't remember, there was another sign that had this one, and it's very much about, attending to the details, double checking your work, double checking, communication. Very important also to see this bigger picture here. Even if you get kind of bogged down in the details, sometimes Capricorn, it's important to pull back, see the bigger picture, see the, further ranging goals that you're working with. So be diligent, I know I don't need to tell you to be practical. You're already doing that. I know that you're doing the practical stuff. But this is a time that I do think we need to do that. We do have Mercury in retrograde most of the month of April in the sign of Aries. And so Capricorn, I will tell you, with all the Aries energy that's coming up this month, you certainly will feel a little bit of that friction, a little bit of the pressure, because Aries is a square alignment to Capricorn, which is a more tense, more challenging alignment. I do think that it does some good things for us, though. Like, people always get really worked up about the square energy with astrology, but my feeling is with this, those squares can really get you moving. They can really spark that fire, get your enthusiasm back up, and, make you just uncomfortable enough where you take action and you get a whole lot done. And Capricorns love to get something done. So I don't think it's all difficult, but I do think that, being a little bit more careful, double checking certain things is going to help you. It's going to take a lot of the difficulty out of the equation. I will also tell you that Mars is in the sign of Pisces for this month, and that's an excellent place for Capricorns to really tap into creative communication, spiritual communication. This is a wonderful time to express yourself through something spiritual, artistic, musical, etc. So there's definitely some good things, and we'll continue to talk about this through the read. We're also coming up to Taurus season on the 19th, and that's coming into one of our best times of year for Capricorns. So smoother sailing ahead, as long as we can get through Aries season, right? Let's get into a numerology card next with another keyword and a special number for you. And we have a 9-9 Capricorn. We have compassion. And I feel like with the 9-9, there's a lot of closure, because 9s in numerology usually show a time when you're closing something out, bringing something to completion or fullness. I do feel, because 9s are kind of magic that way. Like, we add the 9 to the 9, we get an 18. We add the 18 up, we get another 9, right? So it's very, very strong. To me, it's a number of completion. And with this one, it says, have compassion for yourself, have compassion for others. There may be some people or circumstances that you are letting go of or closing out this month. And it's kind of like, let something go with compassion. Let something go with kindness. No matter what it is, you may be doing a bit of clearing things out because, out with the old, in with the new. That is a definite feeling that I have been having throughout this month's readings. And Aries is our first sign of the cycle. So to me, it is all about fresh new energy when we're in Aries season. So Capricorn, release anything that's just old, outworn, doesn't serve you anymore, doesn't have a function or purpose other than to drive you nuts. It's time to let that one go. Let's get into some crystals and gemstones for you, Capricorn. Let's see which ones are best for you to work with through this month. Ooh, and we have the rose quartz. So good, healthy self-love. To me, the rose quartz is a pure, compassionate kind of love, empathic, intuitive. It's very healing to the heart chakra as well. So it might be really high time to wear a rose quartz pendant close to the heart chakra. On the bottom, we have the moonstone. So, this is your crown chakra. And I think it's also very beneficial for the heart. So moonstone and rose quartz are coming up for you. You may really notice the moon cycles this month. And our moon cycles have been very deep. The full moon of the month will be in the sign of Scorpio on April 23rd. And so this one is also very much in tune with your energy, Capricorn. It's a very positive alignment. Scorpio full moon is very deep. It brings a lot of revelations, hidden things get revealed, you get more information, you get more knowledge about things that you've been wanting for a while, so definitely be open and available to that. I would say absolutely wear the moonstone around the full moon cycles especially. They're very important. So let's get into the last oracle card before we start the tarot. That's going to be our spiritual guardians and guides. So let's see who's coming out to help Capricorn the most for this month of April, please. And we have Serapis Bey with Ascension here. This is, to me, bringing the light back into your life. If you've been going through, some gloomier times or some more challenging ups and downs, Capricorn, I feel like you're ascending. I feel like with that 9-9, you're rising above something. You're releasing something old and rising into a higher mind. Even with this diligence card, we have that bird flying high above and seeing everything from a distance. This feeling, like when you go up in an airplane and it gives you this interesting feeling of perspective. You look down at everything and you realize, all the worries of my life, all these little things that I struggle and stress over, they're really not so big when I look at it in the bigger picture. So I feel like you're ascending. You're looking at things from a bigger picture. And this is encouraging you to move into your true self. Rise above the darkness, the light is here. So I do feel like things are lightening and brightening up. You're rising above some old energies or heavier energies that kept you maybe feeling a little more stagnant. Is this even possible for some Capricorns that you could be planning or taking a trip, with a diligence card like that? You have to be a little diligent to make a travel plan, but you could be flying somewhere. That's very possible for some Capricorns. We're getting some good activation from Jupiter and Uranus, both in the sign of Taurus, which is in a very positive alignment to Capricorn. So I feel like there's a lot of unexpected but very blessed changes, coming up in this month ahead. Not just for us, but for everyone else as well. But they are a little extra nice for Capricorn because it's in a fellow Earth sign. So let's see what the tarot has for you. Dear Spirit, let's see what we have for Capricorn. Give us a nice, big, accurate picture for them. Anything they need to see, hear, or be aware of for the month of April 2024. All right, Capricorn, 7 of Swords. I'm telling you, this is a card of changing tactics, changing something about the way you approach certain people or situations in your life. I also feel that anyone that has been, you may be dishonest or not very open with you or has been hiding anything from you is being brought out to the light. There's no hiding from you anymore. And the funny thing is, for Capricorns, I always feel like, someone might be hiding something, and then when they finally reveal it, it's like, yeah, I already knew. Capricorns have a tendency to already kind of know somebody's motivations or business before they even tell them. So you may not even be surprised if you find something out about someone, or somebody makes some big confession to you and you're like, yeah, I already knew. Let's get a little clarity on this. I always clarify all my cards. For those of you who are new, I always clarify with a second deck to get some deeper messages on this. So please, let's clarify the Seven of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is coming up here too, Capricorn. So I feel like, you may be really overthinking this a bit too. I wouldn't give in to overthinking. You may be really wondering, it's like, if you already know what somebody's hiding, you might be thinking, when are they going to tell me? And you might be kind of stressed out about it. How's that going to go? You might not be telling someone everything as well, right? You might be hiding something or keeping something under wraps, and you might be really overthinking, like, stressing out about, when am I going to tell them? When am I going to say it? I would say just go ahead. If it's something that you've got on your heart and mind that you need to release, go ahead and let it out. Nothing can grow once it's brought out to the light. It can only get worse when it's, being concealed or in the darkness. But feel it out as it resonates to you. But I would say this could be a little bit of excessive worry or fear about something. You may be worried if somebody being honest with me, right? So just go ahead, try to have those honest heart-to-heart conversations. And if you're dealing with someone or something that isn't, able to give you that clear honesty and you don't feel good about it, there's your nines. Let it go. Move beyond it. Don't let yourself sink into worry, because the Eight of Swords says we have nothing to fear but fear itself, and we are the ones that control this. We are the ones that release ourselves from this mental bondage. So if you feel trapped in your own thoughts, Capricorn, you're the only one that can get you out of this situation. No one else can do it for you. And it's time to practice mindfulness. It's time to practice meditation and deep breathing. Get out and get some exercise, move around, whatever it takes for you to get out of your mind and more into the present, right? That's what it's all about. Going into the immediate past, we have the Strength card. So I do feel like your courage, your strength is very strong. It's been building for a long time. Pluto in Capricorn definitely gave all the goats a lot of lessons of strength, courage, being your true self. It's Leo energy, so I feel like your heart is very strong. You may be wearing your heart on your sleeve a little bit more than usual these days, and that's also what makes it harder to hold back from communication with someone if you are doing that right now. Two of Pentacles. And you've been balancing a lot, Capricorn. You've been juggling a lot. Capricorns are always busy. They've always got a lot going on. This is a Capricorn card, the Two of Pentacles. So I would say it's very important for you to balance the two sides of yourself, your higher mind and your higher spirit, and also that roaring lion that all of us can be at times, right? So definitely, Capricorn, you're coming from a place where you're balancing a lot. You've been handling it, though. You've got the strength, you've got the courage, and you have been taking care of business. I can see that. Going into the immediate future, we have got the Justice card. So I do feel anything that hasn't been balanced, anything that hasn't been fair in your life is being brought back into harmony and balance, going into especially the second half to the last part of the month. We've had some powerful stuff going on. We've got that lunar eclipse that happened in the sign of Libra on March 25th. I feel like once we come back to that full moon again, on the 23rd, there's going to be some things. I feel like, a lot of this karmic balance will be restored very much in your favor. You're just going to feel like things make a little bit more sense. I don't know if it's going to make a lot more sense, but at least a little bit more. Let's get into a clarifier, please, for Justice. And we have the King of Pentacles. So this could be For some of you, this could be like, even a settlement or a payout financially that you've been waiting on. I know that's specific for, some of you. It's not going to resonate for all. This could be definitely you getting some kind of real tangible justice, tangible harmony, because this is that Taurus, earthy energy. It's about your resources. I do feel like it's going to make you feel a lot stronger. It's going to restore a lot of power to you, because with a fellow earth sign energy, it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel strong. It makes you feel like you're back in a more powerful place. And maybe you've been waiting. Maybe you've been putting in a lot of work, and you've been kind of stressing about, when is this finally going to come through? When is it going to be done? Do I have all the information that I need to have? Going into this Mercury retrograde, right? It starts on April 1st, literally, and ends on the 25th. So, we're revising, we're rethinking, we're relooking at things. We're, going back. All the rewords apply during a Mercury retrograde. We return to a lot of things, and we, review them, and we re-navigate. On the bottom, what you're feeling, and this is the part of why I feel that about the resources. We've got the Five of Pentacles. What's going on in your heart of hearts? What's going on in the subconscious? I do feel like you're concerned about finances. You're concerned about having enough. And what you want to avoid is a, scarcity mindset or a feeling of lack, right? And this could be something that's really driving that Eight of Swords. So Capricorn, Seven of Swords again, right? To me, it gets unfairly maligned by a lot of people. And yes, it absolutely can point to things like deception, dishonesty, things like that. But I also feel that this is a card of changing approach, right? It's like the person in the Seven of Swords, is stealing the swords from the enemy, while they're all asleep, so that they don't have to battle this person the next day, right? So it can be like, I really would rather not have to fight with this. I'd really rather change my approach so that I have things a little bit easier in my favor. So, Five of Pentacles to me is you changing your approach, or a need to change approach when it comes to money, when it comes to finances. If you feel like you don't have enough, it's time to look at, taking another route, trying another opportunity, checking out what other things you could be doing instead of just sitting and feeling, scared and worried. Let's get a clarifier on this for you. Yep, and Capricorn, Four of Pentacles. You could be focusing on maybe some investments, some kind of employment, something that you do to bring in your resources. And maybe the things that you've been doing haven't been bringing you the abundance that you really wish you could have. And you've been focusing on these outlets so long that you're not seeing the other avenue that you could be taking. So Capricorn, this is an important month to really look at other opportunities. If you've really been kind of focusing very single-mindedly on only one thing, definitely take a look at what's coming in around you, because there could be other opportunities and resources that you haven't even considered yet. So definitely keep your mind open. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit. There we've got it, the Fool card. This is about taking a leap of faith, new beginnings, innocence, a fresh perspective, a sort of fearlessness coming in here. So Capricorn, like I said, you may be really, and I know Capricorns, we can get in such a rut. We can get in such a I've always done it this way. I don't know how else to do it. This has always worked for me. But if it's not working for you, this is really encouraging you to do something new, something innovative. We have Pluto now in Aquarius, so I really do feel it. We are in a time of innovation and trying new things, trying the untried, doing things we haven't done before. So don't be afraid to try something new, even if you keep, your regular job or keep the other avenues that you've got, but just be willing to look at something new. Be willing to try something a little bit different this month ahead. And we have, yes, the Four of Pentacles. Again, this is really encouraging you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit when it comes to the way you make your money or handle your resources. This can also be somebody that's operating out of an abundance of caution, right? You don't want to get hurt emotionally or financially. So you might be playing things very close to the chest. Four of Pentacles, no surprise, is a Capricorn kind of card. And so you may be really feeling that, but Spirit's just saying you don't have to do something crazy or wild here, Capricorn, but just try a few new things. It may really help you to ascend to that next level. Let's get some advice on this reading for you. Okay, we got the Eight of Cups. There's definitely something being released. Eight of Swords again, Capricorn. Three of Wands. And we do have the Six of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely something being cleaned out, cleared out. You are releasing anything and anyone that have brought you undue stress, drama, headaches, heartaches. I feel like you're really completely done with that. You are ascending to a next level. And sometimes when we're ascending, there are things that just naturally fall away. Some of these you won't even notice. Some of them, it's just going to so naturally, because when you move up to another vibrational level, you just aren't vibrating the same with certain elements of your life, and you don't even have to think about them. They just kind of poof, they fade away, they disappear. So suggested approach, Capricorn, absolutely. Keep moving on, keep continuing your journey. Leave behind anything that is unfulfilling to you. If it's not, emotionally, spiritually, financially fulfilling, it's time to change it. It's time to move on. That big, powerful full moon, and in the traditional deck, we have an eclipse on that full moon. We just had the eclipse. So I'm telling you, this is all in this divine timing for you, I feel. Also, I love the fact that the Eight of Cups is a Saturn in Pisces card, because Saturn is in Pisces. Saturn is Capricorn's ruling planet, so I feel like this card is extra super powered for you right now. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Capricorn, absolutely. You are leaving very quickly. You're not, this is a rapid moving. This is like, shift it on out of here. I'm not going to sit around and ponder it any longer. And also the Eight of Wands is moving towards something really nice. It's like you're moving towards a space of your life where so many good things are happening, you're almost overwhelmed with it. The Eight of Swords is coming out again in the what you need to know position. So 2 times this is coming out, Capricorn. I say make sure to do everything that you personally can to stay out of a worried mindset, to stay out of a place where you're overthinking or trapping yourself in your own thoughts. You do have the power to get out of there. You absolutely do. You may not feel like you do, but you do. So I want you to remember that. I'm a Capricorn too, so I'm going to remember this as well, right? We're all talking together as goat friends here. Yes, because look at that. The Nine of Cups is what's waiting for you outside of that Eight of Swords. You've got these very flimsy bonds around you. All you got to do is back up against those swords, cut right through them, and you're out of there, and you're on to the path of wish fulfillment. Yes, because look, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. The next step is getting closer to your wishes, hopes, and dreams. And I do feel like you're really making some powerful changes. Some of them are going to be more subtle than others. It could just be something as simple as your mindset just altering just enough, right? To where that vibrational change starts to have this really beautiful ripple effect, and a lot of things start to improve. Three of Wands and the hopes and fears. I do absolutely feel, Capricorn, we have been working hard on a lot of things. We've been putting in a lot of time, a lot of investment, and we still feel like we're waiting for our ships to come in, and we're like, where the heck is it, right? So I'm saying the hopes and fears are here. Sun in Aries, which it is right now. So hang in there, Capricorn. Don't give up. You have put in a lot of effort, a lot of work. Don't lose hope, right? Don't lose faith that what you've been working on will become profitable, will become supportive and successful. But also at the same time, while you're waiting for those ships to come in, remember that Four of Cups. Be paying attention to other things that you can do in the meantime to help you out a little bit. Right? King of Cups. And this could be, you know, it's interesting in this card. You know, we've got the ships, we've got the ship. I'm just noticing the connection and the artwork on the cards. So I feel like with this King of Cups, you could even be waiting on a person with this. This might not just be about money or work. This could also, or instead, be someone that you're waiting on. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You know, but there, or you could just be, you know, wondering, like, when am I going to meet somebody that's really emotionally stable and mature? Like, you know, when is that going to come in? And this could be something that's in the works here, Capricorn. But I feel like, you know, it's more important right now to first focus on releasing anything that could be blocking such a connection in the first place. Six of Swords on the outcome card. I absolutely love this card. It's one of my favorites from the sword suit because the swords can be a little challenging. But the six is a really beautiful one because it's all about transitions, leaving behind the difficulty, moving on to smoother, calmer waters, you know, going to a better place, right? You're seeking out that personal peace, and I really love to see that coming through. It is an Aquarius ruled card as well. So I do feel like, you know, this is, you know, it's a sign of the future, right? Aquarius is a future sign, and we have that Page of Swords on top. You're also seeking out new information, new ideas, fresh new perspective. That's what's coming in there, Capricorn. On the bottom of the two decks, we do have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Sun, the most positive card in the tarot. So I feel like the underlying energy is keep working at what you're working at. Innovate, do new things with it, keep your mind open to that. There is something very successful waiting for you. I feel like this month could be a little bit challenging. There could be some transitions that are being made, but ultimately it is for your highest and best good. Anything that you're releasing or healing from at this time, it is absolutely making way for something very beautiful and very bright. Let's get an affirmation on this to wrap this up. Look at that, Capricorn. New journey with the fire element, and we are in a fire energy right now. This is actually a card that corresponds to Mulan, the famous warrior, who was the lady that became the warrior in Chinese tradition. You have known of this new venture for some time, and you have prepared well for it. Resonate with your calling and move forward without looking back. Your courage and determination will be celebrated. And just like her, Capricorn, you may go through some challenges, some struggles. You may overcome, you know, people saying you can't do it, or that's not your adventure, that's not what your destiny is, but you're going to prove them wrong. Beautiful, beautiful reading, guys. Have an amazing April, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.